So in a previous video, I talked about a wrist pain that I was getting very often from boxing. Turns out that that's a pretty common thing, because once I posted a video, got a lot of comments, a lot of views, and in the comments, people were sharing their same issues with getting that wrist pain from impact, whether it be hitting mitts or hitting heavy bags. It just seems to be something pretty common when it comes to boxing. Now, by extension, boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, all these combat sports and martial arts that have heavy striking. It's a very easy injury to get in that aspect. But another martial art I overlooked in that video was Jiu Jitsu, where it can you can get worse wrist pain or injuries. Or if you're dealing with that type of injury and you do both, you do striking and grappling, you can really tweak a current injury. But with Jiu Jitsu, as with boxing in the previous video, the wrist strap that I showed you guys, that's exactly what I put on during grappling. It's just when I put it on during grappling, I just taped it up so I wouldn't like scrape it across the neck or face of my teammates. And I just went about my business. And it did work in helping stabilize my wrist so it could heal. But it wasn't like something that would fully repair the wrist. It would just keep the wrist from getting damaged even more so that it could heal over time. And it would heal faster. That's why I did the video. So of course, after finding that way to stabilize my wrist, I had to find different exercises and recovery means to get it to heal and strengthen it so it wouldn't happen as often. But I wouldn't say that it ever got to like 100% where it was completely gone. It would go away, but it was always kind of in the back there where if I just threw a punch wrong, I knew I was gonna tweak it. Or in a grappling exchange, if I reached into the gi in a weird way or was holding onto a grip and somebody turned real fast, I knew I was gonna tweak it. But it was all good because I had a way to recover. But now I have been made aware of this device that has like changed the game when it comes to that wrist pain. Again, whether it be from striking, boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, anything like that, or grappling, it doesn't matter where the wrist pain comes from. I don't know how this thing works, but it works. Check it out. One of the coaches showed me this thing, and it turns out one of my fighters showed it to him. And he was playing with it one day, and the version that he had, obviously it made it stand out a little bit, but the version he had lights on it, and so once you got it going, it was lighting up. So of course, the coach was like, "What is that?" And the fighter was explaining to him, it's called a gyro ball. And he said he uses it for wrist pain to strengthen his wrist and so on and so forth. And of course, my ears perked up and I was like, wait, what? This thing can help strengthen your wrist and heal it? So I ran over to the fighter, Edwin, and I said, can I see that gyro ball I just heard about? And he showed it to me, and I felt immediately that it was doing something, but I didn't quite know what. It just felt like there was a burning, like it was working, but what was it working and how was it working? So I reserved judgment until I got my own, and where I could really use it and see if it would fully like heal my wrists. Okay, so let me explain to you how this works. So this is the gyro ball. You want to find the two arrows, right? Okay, then you push the arrows, you push the ball inside down and push in the direction of the arrows, and you're gonna feel the wind is tightening up. So you're winding and it's getting real tight to where you can barely move it anymore, okay? From there, you're gonna take it into palm of your hand, and you wanna get a good rotation going. And you get a good rotation going, and then you start to feel the burn, and you just keep going. Okay, you wanna do about a minute, okay, if you can. Now, they have these ones that light up so you know that you're getting the proper like momentum, okay? Now, I like to do like straighten my arm out. I don't know, I feel like it hits all the way from here. So I had this bicep tendonitis thing and it seemed like it was helping with that. Sometimes I just sit down and do it like this. Of course, you can kind of, if you want to challenge yourself to get better at it, you go the other direction. And this thing really gets going. Hold on. There we go. Now, sometimes I have to control it and go a little slower because it starts to feel like it's gonna fly out of my hand. Like it's moving so fast, and when I try to stop it, you'll see it kind of just starts to, and you kind of just slow down. And you wanna do that in both hands. And that takes me to the next thing. So I went to get my own. I went on Amazon. These things are like 12 bucks. I mean, there are some that are 18. The one that he had lights up. I think that's like a more expensive one. When I say expensive, it's like 18 bucks. This one I have is like $12. They're so cheap that some of my other fighters, they have two. I saw one of my fighters with two. He was rotating them, using the gyro ball in both hands. Now, let me be clear about this. I am not endorsed by this. I would love to be, but I paid for this with my own money, and I'm endorsing it to you because I don't, again, here's the voodoo of it all. I don't know how it works. I really don't. I don't understand the science or the sorcery. I just know it works. So look, if you're a boxer, if you do kickboxing, if you do Muay Thai, and you know what I'm talking about when you get that pain in your wrist, or you're a grappler, and again, you get some kind of wrist pain from all the training, even if you lift, look, give this thing a try. That said, of course, I'm not a medical professional. People get on my comments and start asking me medical questions. Guys, if it's that severe, you need to go to a doctor. This is like the beginning phases. If you think you've torn something, look, even if you are unsure and the pain is so immense, you just need to see a medical professional. So there's my disclaimer. And man, I mean, give it a whirl. See what I did there? And let me know what you think. All right, guys, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.